Hey, just jumping straight into this here on teamfortress.tv. We've got a match between netcut.tf and K-BINET eSports. Twiggy, what's happening on this middle?
I don't know, man. I'm actually handling stuff for the next round. So just
threw Twiggy into it, didn't like it. But right now it is all one-way traffic, it seems, as netcut have cut K-BINET off at the ankles here. They've been chopped down to size here on this first middle on Snakewater. We're in round 7 now of the group stage, still best of ones here at the Gamers Assembly 2016 TF2 tournament sponsored by Infomax. This is Admirable. We've got DavidTheWin still doing camera from England, and there are 4 more rounds left tonight. I'm going to be covering this game, and then after that there's like 3 games featuring top 5 Rocket, or like at least 3 games featuring the top 4 teams that we're going to be covering for you as well, all the way up until like midnight CET.
we kept the best for the end to just end the day on a very high level of TF2, you know. And today we took the opportunity to just have some kind of filler game between 2 teams we didn't cast yet. It's K-BINET eSports and netcut.tf. Teams that play in the low part of mid, I would say. So I think it's good. It's good and fair to like feature at least once each team on the games until things start to get serious tomorrow.
Definitely. Just giving you a quick roster rundown here. On the K-BINET side, we got Wolf on Medic, Weak and Kelly on Scout, Salad playing Roamer, and Im on Pocket with Dante-esque on Demo. Who we watching in the middle? Twiggy.
I'm watching the red soldiers. It looks like they're trying to just take the high ground first, but they're getting spammed very hard. And now they are just all bunched on their side. And what is actually happening? The medic is split up from his soldiers that are on the showroom. But Suzy actually is flanking them from is flanking the demo man and managed to take down Dantes right now. He's taking another 1v1 with his buff. It looks like he's gonna win it for his team right now. And Circa, Suzy and everyone else basically were allowed to just go back on the mid for free through the choke points. A bit of a missed opportunity by K-BINET eSports to just finish them very hard. But they even got forced. They even got forced at the mid. So right now it's looking good for netcut.tf, right?
Yeah, they're looking strong. They have currently 6 players up and an Uber charge. They're moving their way forward here, but they're about to be bombed. No, Salado's on, doesn't even get close, but
mid shot from Weak, doing a ton of work for his team on the grass area. Very well timed flank from him. But this won't stop netcut.tf from almost wiping K-BINET eSports. Aim is trying his best to delay the cap for as long as he can, but with only 38 health, it's gonna be a lost cause. And the 4th control point is gonna go the way of netcut.tf. So it.
Suzy playing here, Premiership Highlander heavy for Stacked, doing some work on Scout. Currently tied at the top of their scoreboard. You told me that K-BINET is French for toilet?
Yeah, it's a kind of synonym. Yeah, it's written on like you say I have to go to the cabinet. You say instead of I have to go to the toilet, you say je dois aller au cabinet, you know. And they actually have the they actually have toilet props on their tables.
Yeah, I can see they've got like this toilet seat over on their desk. Maybe we'll get the camera on that after the game, but right now the action continues. Slight Uber advantage here for netcut, but doesn't look like they're going to push directly on that. They have taken a peek here. They've Ubered in. The Uber is available here for Wolf. Here comes the pop, flashing the heavy, the soldier, but I think they didn't even get a frag for it. Wow. As we just see the Pocket jump all the way from the right to the left to help with those flanking plays. They're continuing to push here. The heavy gets gunned down. Eventually he was the big threat. It's all on DavidTheWin to try and clutch this, but he's gone into spawn and left the point open. He was the last man alive and he couldn't make it there in time. And K-BINET, they are just being flushed out here, man.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because they had a very good Uber to work with, but they didn't actually know what to do with it. So they just ended up just watching the pocket just jump away and wreck the whole flank. So hopefully they get a better show this time. I would like to watch what Saladoton is doing. Saladoton, of course, known as the Saxy guy. Very props to him. He's very talented as an SFM artist. He's quite correct at Roamer as well, but he's not doing a whole lot for his team just at the moment. Just opting to control the high ground so far. But he's taking so much damage because he's like just walking around. You know, you have to jump and use this high ground to like go even higher on the skybox. Most of them, but it looks like still the rest of this team was able to play very passively and bait out the aggression out of netcut.tf and score out 3 frags. And now both Ubers are equal. That means it's gonna go for the way of K-BINET, and they definitely look a bit better after 7 minutes of a shaky start.
We are just watching a little bit of a stalemate here. Speed dead actually with a sticky trap there on the right hand side, but it's a bit of a standoff here. It's going to try and come in. The sticky trap is in danger of maybe launching someone. Oh, there's that right click we were looking for.
And another pick on the
action.
So now the K-BINET.tf are very deeply committed, and actually the medic was the player the most forward of his team. So a bit of an overcommitment for K-BINET eSports, just thinking they could push on 6 on 6 on grass with the Uber advantage, but like losing 2 players right when you are trading Ubers is not the best way to like keep your team alive. Fortunately for them, they died quite early, so and there is no cap time yet for Caribou from what am I saying from netcut.tf. So they will be able to get the forward spawns and work out their way with it. And they even have a sniper inside the forward spawn on Admirable.
Yeah, Kali charging up that body shot. He's looking for his target. Domes the soldier actually after he lost the charge on that shot. Now he's gonna move up to the high ground here, but they are aware there is a sniper on the field. Ellicur just respawns, but he's gonna take some time to get back into the field. He's looking lower, looking for a scout pick here, but seems to be scratching his face or something right now.
Yeah, both teams are not looking too good with their buffs, but the Uber advantage is still in the hands of Circa, but they might not have counted it properly but now they pick, they lose their roaming soldier and they actually get forced. This soldier is getting slammed though, but yeah, it's cratering, but good job by Saladoton to force the charge right there. A bit of a slow play from netcut.tf, maybe not knowing how much advantage they really had. And that's a missed opportunity that could be converted by K-BINET eSports, but they are still 2 down, and the demo man is actually stuffing them pretty hard. And actually, the medic is gonna frag his opposing medic with the crossbow on the back of a very good play by Speedhead on the showroom. Yeah, it's very tough to push against the demo man in any choke point, especially on this choke point. And Speedhead is not finished yet, getting more and more kills.
This is brutal. Just such a huge number advantage right now. They're going to leave a scout to push in, start walking their way in on the left hand side for free. There's no defense set up here. DavidTheWin is kind of looking the wrong way. There's just spam being dealt out here from distance. We do see Kali rocking that sniper again, and that seems to force them to switch up their push. They're going to push in right hand side from the roller door with that Uber charge. It's being popped off, they're getting in deep. They force 3 of them into the spawn. The point is open. They're going to start the cap here and force them to come and contest. The frags are just raining in here, and it's almost a wipe, but that well executed push, I think, from netcut.tf.
Yeah, K-BINET eSports are struggling to find an answer to Uber's advantage on last. Like they seem to have understood that they have to go inside the spawn, but what do they do? What do they do once they are all in the spawn? You know, they didn't have any positioning to claim. And now it's a whole different story, man. Next mid. I'm actually watching the blue demo one, and he's getting bombed by 2 soldiers right there. Will he be able to connect the pipes? Yes, it destroys Creaky, and Elacore, the second soldier, goes down. So that's that's a double soldier bomb that yielded no frags at all for netcut.tf. So yeah, it's looking pretty decent from K-BINET eSports. It's the second mid in a row they win, but no, they only have to like play patiently and not rush it too much. You know, like not commit all their 6 players on their Uber charge to.
Looks like that's what they're going to do though. They're bringing 3, 4 in from the left hand side. They got both soldiers and their demo man. The Uber is ready, like they want to pop off here. Dante sees so many players in front of him. He wants to claim all these frags. He's just spamming out fat dams here. But they've lost 3.
Drop!
Oh my god!
Nice
Just
sticky.
turns
Just
the
at
fight
the
around.
end there.
The Uber comes in, but it's not in time to seem Dante-esque. He didn't manage to stay alive through that, but he did get that big drop. Just the combined spam there. And it's all on AIM and Wolf and Noid to try and get out of there. They're walking back slowly but surely, and it looks like they'll be able to keep the medic alive, so they'll have a little bit of Uber advantage perhaps.
Yeah, it went very well from K-BINET eSports. I think the push they tried to do was nice. I was wrong on the last action, but they were very slow to just move and get good positioning. But everything's not lost right now, so let's see what they opt to do with this 40% Uber advantage. There, Kelly is gonna actually stuff Creaky, so that's a nice opening for K-BINET eSports, who are 2-man up. Speedhead can be destroyed by Saladoton. Saladoton gives his life for him, but as a roaming soldier for the demo man is actually a very good trade. And Circa will have to get his ass out of here. Boulon is there to cover him. Well played by the French scout. 69 health is more than enough. And it's a 4-on-4 situation, but Wolf actually has his Uber charge. Will he choose to use it? Yes, he uses it, but he finds his team without the demo man and a scout. So they're gonna try to walk on last on a 4-on-4 situation without stickies. This could be extremely dangerous, and AIM is gonna recognize it and just opt to leave.
Yeah, just oh wow, he manages to trade.
That's cool.
Speed
Yeah.
there. Yeah, gets that demo man pick. So that opens the door there. They could actually just try and push and make something happen on that. Maybe get the foresight, because Circa's gonna have his charge up soon, sitting on 80% right now. They could use the fact the demo's down to make a play, but he's respawned now. He's coming up in 2 seconds at least. It's probably too late to roll the dice in that way. But Boulon is now up on sniper on the defense. He's actually just switched back to scout as I say that, because it seems like netcut.tf want to push out on this Uber advantage. This is a dangerous play.
Yeah, maybe they feel confident because they are 3 rounds up, and now they get 2 frags. Saladoton trying to flank underneath, and Wick that was on lobby as well. 2 frags for the Uber trad. It's perfectly fine. And now they even find 2 more frags. This is quite sloppy by K-BINET eSports actually. Like, sure they're gonna have Uber advantage, but if the Reds are quick enough, they can get good positioning on mid before the respawns are even into play. And it doesn't look like they want to commit though. Maybe they're respecting the Uber charge of Wolf and prefer to just stuff them when they will try their own push, you know?
K-BINET just kind of sitting back here and baiting them, like asking them to come forward, and then they're going to crush them because they have the Uber and the sniper there. Cali with a headshot on the Elacore.
Yeah, interesting choice by netcut.tf. Once again, I feel like they weren't very sure of what to do. You know, they had a good opportunity to go on mid, and then they chose to finally go in when K-BINET eSports were ready for them.
Oh, he's got his eyes on the medic. Cali trying to connect the body shot, but can't do enough to make him drop or pop. Circa just gets his own charge up right now, and they could go and contest here. And
that's
it
what they're
seems
gonna
like
do, yeah.
every time that netcut are presented with the opportunity to push or not push, they choose to push. They like to take the aggressive stance here, but that was probably unwise. In hindsight, at least, they got slightly wrecked there.
Just slightly, yeah. Yeah, but K-BINET eSports are looking way better right now in this game, so it could last much longer and hopefully not be a 5-0. I would like to see them score a round right now, as there is still a ton more room to a ton time to just score more runs. I'm losing my words. Please help me, Admirable, instead of drinking.
You know you're kind of up against it when the tournament admin comes and brings you beers mid cast. The camera's not on. He's trying to. Sorry, team. But right now the game continues.
Shoutouts to Ilozu, yeah. But nothing, we didn't miss anything actually. Like teams are still feeling each other. But K-BINET eSports are making a very bold play on last, and they managed to walk by the truck before popping their own Uber charge. Circa doesn't have his, but the frags are not going the way of the blue team right now. Unfortunately for them, their deathmatch ability was a bit lackluster right there. Not able to score any frags, given how good their Uber was. Like they managed to get the perfect entry on the left side, the control of the little shack, but then not able to convert anything out of it.
That's one of the beauties of TF2, that sometimes it doesn't matter how well you execute, or like how well prepared you are. If you don't execute and hit those shots, it doesn't matter. It is like a DM game at its heart. And despite everything we try and promote, you know, about smart play and whatever, sometimes you can just go beast mode and wreck nerds. Doesn't matter what your man advantage is or your Uber advantage. And I like the way that netcut.tf are making the decisions here. Like I say, anytime they're faced with a choice, they just seem to take the aggressive option. Let's push, let's go, let's get in their faces. They clearly feel confident in this game, like they're the better team.
Yeah, it's the common factor between Frenchies and Russians. Actually, they really like to bring the fight to the opponents, and they're actually popping the Uber from cheese onto lobby, where the K-BINET eSports team there on last.
Ooh.
But they lose 3 kills, so that means that even though K-BINET are gonna get their Uber charge, they could face a push very soon, and that's exactly what's happening. But unfortunately, the timing is a bit off. Is this rocket gonna connect? No, it doesn't. But this soldier Elacour just manages to escape with 27 health, and they have all the positioning in the world. They stuffed the blue demo man out. The Uber charge is gonna be popped, so that's gonna save K-BINET eSports for now. But for how long? The flashes was tremendously horrible from Wolf, just dropping like 3 players during his Uber charge. But it looks like they're respecting too much the netcut.tf players. Like they're going without anything, like Elaco and stuff on the right side, and they are not contested at all. So of course they're gonna make good use of these positionings that you give to them.
We're gonna have to get that toilet seat and put it over Wolf's head. You know, he has to wear it now as a millstone around his neck. Shame on you. But right now, back onto this fifth middle. It's map and match point here for netcut.tf. They are taking the aggressive stance, but we do see K-BINET just kind of sit back and soak it up, and they're looking alright now. They actually have the health to repush here. They can come back into the fight if they want to, but they seem to be in two minds now. They're actually lost both their scouts. They're going to retreat here and try and regroup, but they can't wait around for too long. They're 4-0 down and there's only 11 minutes. We see Salah just hiding above on the little ledge. Nobody spotted him on green. He's going to jump. He's trying to sink a rocket here. Puts 2 into the medic. That drop comes up. Sarika.
He actually doesn't see the demo man with like 10 health behind him and still gets killed. Oh, that's so unfortunate. But fortunately for him, AIM did see that demo man and managed to get the kill. And now it looks like there is a double back cap as well that we completely missed. It's only one scout from K-BINET Kali getting smashed by both Bulon and Suzy. And the times 4 on last, unless Salad manages to clutch, but he's missing his 3 rockets.
He panicked.
Oh, that was close, yeah. He only had to buy a bit of time for his friends to come back instead of firing all these 3 rockets, and it would have been fine.
He was like rabbit in the headlights there. He saw 2 scouts and he just shot the rocket at his feet instead of like actually trying to aim. He probably could have held on there if he juked around and just like kept edging on the point and trying to hide, but it was tough for him. But he definitely seemed to panic there watching his POV. Do you want to take a look at the logs? Let's take a look at the logs and see who we can highlight from this matchup. Netcut just slayed K-BINET eSports 5-0 here on Snakewater, but there's plenty more games. In fact, the best games are still to come here, guys, in the last 3 rounds. So stay with us.
Yeah, we get we're gonna actually see top 5 Rocket play on the next round. We're gonna see top 5 Rocket against Caribou.tf. Caribou as you might have seen it earlier on the stream, just beat Salty Frogs. So we have a bit. We don't really know which one of these teams is really the strongest. You know, like Caribou beats Salty Frog beats the Englishman, and now the Englishmen are going to play against top 5 Rockets very soon. So this could be the last deciding factor on the seeds for tomorrow. You know.
And anybody that's been following, like ETF to all high, Caribou.tf are in fact Backget Foolery, right? They're the same teams, but the Backget Foolery team playing in this tournament is not. So yeah, don't get
Some names
confused,
have been
guys.
stolen, you know.
Looking at the logs then, and going straight to the frag counter, and Susie up top there, 24 frags, 11 assists, and 7 deaths, 284 damage per minute on Scout, giving him a kill assist to death ratio of 5.0. It was a 5-0, of course, but he definitely took advantage. So did Boulon. I guess both Scouts really kind of just bringing it. Whereas on the flip side, you have Weak for K-BINET down there with 6 for 2 for 17. Having a tough time. Actually, pretty much all of the K-BINET players are in negative KD ratio, apart from AIM, who was getting all the heals. Twiggy is just chilling here. 51% heals there actually for AIM. Maybe that's kind of why it's difficult for his teammates. He got 51% of the heals. And let's see how much damage he put out. 335 damage per minute. Not bad in itself. But the fact that he got so much heal, so much damage, really left his teammates kind of stranded there, I think. But overall, a pretty one-sided game. The team stats tell you that. Although the bids were kind of equal, it was 3-2. Like K-BINET could have had some chance there, but every time they thought they were gonna get something running, they just got mauled by netcut. We were just taking a very aggressive approach to the game, Twiggy.
Yep, and we're gonna have a quick break and come back with the top 5 Rocket against Caribou.tf. Who do you think is gonna win?
Top 5. I haven't actually seen any top 5 games today, so I'm just gonna have to root for them. I'm a fanboy. They have to be the number 1 seed, right?
Yeah, they look like the strongest team on paper.
Although,
yeah, for sure.
You know what the history of top 5 Rocket is? Choking. Yeah. Big time chokers. Any high pressure game, they choke. So even if they make it to the finals, they're gonna choke. Top 5 chokers, let's go.